Planting season is off to a good start for the most part in Brazil. They're getting really good rainfall to the north that's solidified. And in the south, it is leaning a little bit drier, but they've had a pretty good rainfall up until now. So it's kind of giving them a good buffer. But one thing that caught my eye this week is that there was a report circulating on how Brazilian farmers are silently going broke. That was the title of the article. And it's basically telling how farm bankruptcies in agriculture in Brazil have basically tripled in the last 24 months. And they're expected to continue to rise. And they're obviously suffering from these low commodity margins as well, with higher cost of production and that type of thing. And so someone has asked me recently, how can they continue to expand their acres when they're suffering through these low commodity prices and you have, increase in farm bankruptcies. And, I'd say a couple of things. One is they don't go bankrupt in Brazil probably the same way that we go bankrupt here in the United States. Here in the United States, if you file for Chapter 11, you're essentially done or your organization is severely altered. There, the bankruptcy judge will basically take your debt, kind of repackage it into something a little bit more manageable or digestible for the company, and lower those monthly or annual farm payments. And so oftentimes to the detriment of the creditor. Now that affects the rest of the industry because then the banks will put more lending restrictions on everybody else. I'd also argue that there is a lot more new cash coming in, has been explained to me. I have a friend in a frontier region that is responsible for clearing 75,000 acres in the last year, and that's just one case. And it's basically investment firms or people without any production experience that want to get in on the growth in Brazilian agriculture, and they have fresh cash and they haven't lived through the joys of the bottom cycles in agriculture yet. And so you have new money coming in to kind of keep that expansion going. And so that's kind of what we've been seeing here. Now, time will tell. The longer this lasts, I think it'll continue to slow down, but that's where we're at right now.